We're back in it. Bro split. Full tilt. I don't even know if it's popular anymore to do bro split. I think it is. I think it's super cool. I know there's a ton of nuancy, different ways of training that do work. I've seen a lot of people have some success with it. But motherfuckers, I am old school through and through. I am a bodybuilder at heart. I fucking love this shit. I love it. And you're all about to see it happen. We're gonna take the trip down memory lane, but in today's time. I'm going back in full tilt with bro split. I'm going to train my fucking balls off. You're gonna watch me eat, you're gonna watch me train, you're gonna watch me grow. You're gonna watch the whiteboard workouts come back. You're gonna see what works for me, what doesn't work for me. There are things in my physique that I wish were better. I'm gonna work on them to pick them up. You know, the race to 240 thing last week, me and Ty fucking around, he's in an off-season setting. I'm gonna make the push. I'm gonna see if my body can handle some shit, see if it can handle the training, and we're gonna see what happens. Earlier this year, you guys saw me get up to 222, 223, hang in that range. Had the summer, it was super busy. Had the GNC launch, all the support from you guys was fucking tremendous. It still is, we got a ton of other cool shit planned, but I said in the fall, if everything continued to go good with the companies and my health and my blood work and everything, I'd go back in to see what I was made of, see if the body could still fucking handle it. Oh, it's the fall, motherfuckers. And it's the one thing in my life that I have unfinished business in, and I ain't getting any fucking younger. I turned 40 in a month, and we're gonna see what happens. But more or less, the journey is always the fucking fun part. That is the most fun of it all. The results are cool, but who you become, the people that you meet, the impacts that you have, that's the fun part. And what you guys are gonna see is, you're gonna see everything that makes me me. The food, the training, the style, the way I do things, and along the way you'll see what works and probably teach you a thing or two. You'll be able to see it happen, why it happened, where it happened, when it happened. Because today on the internet, you know, everybody has really good ideas, but just because it's an idea doesn't mean that it will actually work. You have to work to make it work. And with my training, intensity that's my fucking game, dude. I love it. I thrive in that environment. It fucking just brings me to life. It makes me feel alive. I chase those scenarios. And no matter how old I've got, no matter how many times I've been in a scenario, I still fucking I gravitate towards it. And arm day, hammer curls, VBar Pressdowns, dip machine, close grip bench, basic, intense shit. I've never been really good at making things fancy. I'm not the most eloquent at speaking. I speak direct, I speak with purpose. I train, I do things with direction and purpose. And even if it's the most simplest fucking task to do, I believe that if you do it well enough, with enough intensity, with enough purpose, you will get the result out of it. Now, is that every time? No, you gotta be able to move fluidly through some things, but that is my basic fundamental belief with things. And that's how I'm going into this. Do the basic shit really fucking well and build from that. Arm day.
Piercing radiant moon, the storming of June, all the life running through her hair, approaching guiding light, our shallow years in fright, dreams are made winding through my eyes. Love each it gives them sight of all the life running through her hair. The spiders all in tune, the evening of the moon. Dreams are made winding through my head.
This is pretty much overall with all of my training, but for arm specific, because that's what the fuck we're doing. So, I'm a firm believer of a strong warm-up, meaning like I like to have a sweat fucking rolling before I start my work sets. I take the time on arm day. I literally brought this piece of equipment in just for arm day. Two-handed cable curl, specifically just to warm up on arms. Meathead shit. I like it because I'm able to get such a good contraction on it, and I warm up and have a ton of blood, and my arms just get fucking super round and full of blood. I like it. I feel warmed up. And I noticed that I'm able to get a better contraction right whenever I go into all my work sets. So I already got a ton of blood in my biceps. I love VBar Pressdowns, but for warming up, I like to use a Cambered bar. So on warm-ups, I mean, I'm probably gonna do sets of 20 to 25 reps with a very moderate to lightweight. That way I'm getting a good stretch, I'm moving. I also believe very strongly in shoulder mobility. Get a fucking band, warm up the shoulders, the Ys, the Ts, the Is, just like Dr. Bubba said, my little brother. Super important for warming your shoulders up, shoulder mobility. It's not a bad idea to stretch out beforehand, also lower back, hamstrings, even your ankles. Getting older. That way, just nothing stupid can happen and your whole body's warmed up. Again, getting older. But I love hammer curls. Dumbbell hammer curls are the foundation of what built my arms. My arms are not the greatest body part that I have. They're good, but they're not great. So I've had to work very hard at them. I'm a firm believer in being very warmed up and then going into an exercise. I love hammer curls, reverse grip curls, and incline curls. I love them because they've done great things for my arm growth, but I fucking hate them because I hate the exercises themselves. I hate reverse grip curls, but brachialis, thickening of the biceps, you can't say that they don't work. Hammer curls as well. You can do them cross the body, hit more of the brachialis, or you can do them a little bit straight, or like if we're going straight, cross the body, or like right down in the middle there, get a little bit of both. But during my workout, you'll see me do maybe a couple sets straight and really work on thickening the overall bicep. That's the concept that I have whenever I'm doing this exercise. But if I cross the body, you're gonna see, if you take your shirt off and you're getting a little leaner, you'll see the brachialis come to life there. And then I superset. Arm day's always superset. Bicep, tricep, bicep, tricep, bicep, tricep. I love it. And I like my first exercise to be with the VBar Pressdown or VBar Pressdown or close grip bench. I love close grip bench. I just do. It's one of them old school things. My elbow still gives me a little trouble here and there. So if I do them, it's only for a few sets, like a few work sets. Every single exercise that I go and do on arm day or any day, one like warm up into it. And that warm up's still kind of a work set, but I don't really count it as such. It's just, I want to go in, I want my entire body to wake up to that exercise, to feel it, and be like, oh, okay, so that way if there is a twinge or there is something, I'm preventing that potential of injury. Because when I go at this fucking exercise, I'm going all in. Like, that's why I take one set where it's a warm-up, and I'm like, okay, close grip bench. Let's feel out this weight. Ooh, I like it. Everything feels good. Ooh, okay. Yeah, this is light today. Ah, fuck, it's a little heavy today. Gotta be a little careful. Let's warm up. Let's take an extra couple sets, couple half reps, get some pumps in, full range of motion. See if I got the shoulder mobility is going. Is everything awake? Fuck yeah. That way I know I'm ready to rip it. That set that I'm doing there still has a good bit of weight that someone might call a work set, and that's fine. It's great. But I want to go in with fucking intensity. So to prevent injury from something bad happening, I look at it and say I should do a warm-up set to get to feel the weight, but not where it's like 135. And I'm like, oh yeah, 135, that's easy. And I just throw it around. I'm like, yeah, warm-up set. No. I want to feel it. I want to make sure it's there. I want to feel it. I go to do incline curls. Dude, you do incline curls with the 45s, motherfucker, it could pull wrong on your bicep and all of a sudden twinge your bicep tendon in your shoulder and you're like, I don't know what happened. Got to be mindful of these things. So when you go in my head, my philosophy, feel it out, because I'm gonna get fucking intense. I'm gonna do it with purpose. So, obviously you guys aren't here with me. Aiden's editing, but I'm sure, as I'm doing a couple, you guys will see it. That way you can get an understanding of every single one. There should be a feel. So then that next set is the work set, the all-in, fuck you, on top of it. And I usually do 2 to 4 working sets per exercise, depending on the exercise, depending on what it is, how my body's feeling, because I like to be able to do a little bit of instinctive training, because if I'm feeling something, I'm feeling it. I'm gonna fucking ride with it. If I'm not, I might do 2 work sets and be like, motherfucker, I'm just wasting energy at this point. But me being as advanced as I am and very in tune with my body, I understand what that feeling is, and I might be like, fuck, I should do the incline curls. Or is preacher bench where I'm feeling today? Should I do singles or should I do doubles? Maybe a little bit of both. And as I'm coming to the gym in my truck, or as I'm thinking about it the night before, or as I'm training, I'm able to move with that and know what's good, what's not, where I should be, and how I should be pushing. But paying attention to your body, and that's why I'm a big fan of that warm-up work set, first set of just like feeling it out. Big fan of the preacher bench. I like this on the 45-degree angle. I also love a 90-degree preacher. I have not seen, I don't go to many public gyms anymore, But there used to be like a freestanding preacher curl that one side would be 45 and the other side would be 90. Do those still exist, Aiden?
I don't know if I've seen one.
Yeah, like they used to just be like a single and like you'd be able to raise it up, literally just be able to stand in front of the mirror and fucking want dumbbell, or take it over to, like it was just like a freestanding preacher.
Oh, like a little skinny thing?
Yeah, it looked like a tripod, but with a preacher bench on top. Sick. But big fan of preachers. I love the isolation. In my head during workouts, I generally break things down into, you know, mass builders versus an isolation exercise. And this can be used, I've manipulated it in a way where it could be used for a mass builder at the beginning of your workouts. Some of my old school stuff, you'll see me start off with preachers and go relatively heavy. But just understand the risk and the reason you get warmed up so that you don't tear a fucking bicep. Because whenever you're isolating a muscle group and then you start loading on a bunch of weight into that isolation exercise, risk of injury goes up. So be mindful. Again, I'm coming into this, I'm 2 exercises in, and it's like I just want to get a feel for it. This is lighter weight. I place my hands wider. I feel the squeeze on the inside of my biceps. I go a little closer. I can feel it on the outsides of my biceps. Now, you can do both, but just understand that where you place your hands also plays a role in how you're gonna squeeze on this exercise, especially given that it's in isolation. So we wanna make sure get that good squeeze at the top, even if it's just for half a second, and get a feel. And on this exercise, I love to get a good eccentric, that slow negative. And even if you're not getting 15 reps, whenever you're doing negatives, that eccentric is gonna play a role in the exercise. So if you get 6 reps and nice slow negatives on each one, it's still 6 reps, but it's like 12. 1 up, 1 down. Also, pay attention to your seat position or how you're leaning in and standing into it. That's gonna play a role in this exercise. Are you stationary? Are your elbows too high? Are your elbows too high on this and your butt's too low? Should you raise up, post up so that you get a nice flat on the back of your arms, elbows in a fixed position, and you're able to drive your elbows in the backs of your arms into this to get a good squeeze on the bicep. All those little bits matter because the more intense you get with an exercise, the less control you're gonna have, in a sense, from a simplistic way to look at it. So you wanna be able to stay in as much control as possible and be as intense as possible at the same time. Move the weight up. Demo day. Rapid glycogen loader, carbohydrate powder. Amino acids. I'm a big fan of both. Rapid glycogen loaders. I love them pre-workout, intra-workout, post-workout. They are one of the things in the supplement industry that I'm a massive fan of. Demo day is, I think, the greatest carbohydrate powder on the market. Amino acids. I've taken this combo post-workout For years, even before I had my own company, I was taking a carbohydrate powder and an amino acid. I was not big on protein post-workout simply because to help bypass that digestive process, so I'd go straight into absorption, rapid glycogen loaded. What do we just deplete? A bunch of glycogen from our muscles. And as we're doing it, a rapid glycogen loader can help keep the pump, continue to push blood. And maybe if you're shit in the bed halfway through your workout or didn't eat enough that day and need that extra oomph, rapid glycogen loader, carbohydrate powders, demo day. And amino acids, the building blocks of protein. So post-workout, I would always look, okay, if I'm gonna go home and eat a meal, and if too much protein sitting in my belly before I go eat a meal just causes nothing but a bunch of stomach discomfort, why wouldn't I just take my amino acids post-workout with my carbohydrate powders, 25 to 50, 75 grams of carbohydrates, go home, eat a full fucking meal, and just get jacked as fuck? Is it scientific? Damn right it is. Research, motherfuckers. I don't know if it is or not. This is just how my head works, and it's always worked, and I like it, and I look like this because of it. Simple shit.
This time I can't believe I couldn't see. Kept in the dark, but you were there in front of me. I've been sleeping 1,000 years, it seems. Got to open my eyes to everything. Without thought, without a voice, without a soul. So when we die here,
I will be as wide as I am tall once again. Few months. I know Hannah started making me overnight oats because I asked her, and she was like, how much? So she looked up this recipe, and it was, like one serving. It's like one serving of protein, and she made it. It was like this little fucking container, like this big, and she stacked a couple in there, and she's like, let me know how they are. And I looked, I'm like, babe, I need more. This isn't enough.
Right,
and she's like, what do you mean? I was like, I need like triple this.
Probably like 40 grams.
I need at least 2 scoops of protein in there. I need at least a cup of oats in there. And she's like, a cup? A lot of these are calling for like a quarter to a half. And I'm like, double it, babe, we need more. And she's like, well, I'll need new containers. I'm like, well, that's why I work so fucking hard, so you can buy as much Tupperware as I'm willing to throw away. Go fucking get more. But yeah, you'll, as I go through this, we'll make sure we do some full days of eating and some vlogging about it all, but
Food videos,
need them. And we need to do the GDA video of how I use it, why I use it. I think that's something that in the industry, like...
Comment where you want Seth to go for a cheat meal.
There you go. Yeah, I'm already feeding into the cheat meal
Top comment, most likes on the comment, we're going.
Big burger guy. Like
Five Guys.
Five Guys?
Probably has the best burger.
Double burgers with cheese, pickles, jalapenos, ketchup, lettuce. That was my shit. I like jalapenos on burgers from there.
Really?
Nowhere else though. Yeah. Burgers. Sushi was another big one too.
Sodium.
Sodium.
Soy sauce.
But, yeah. I'm working on the new poses too because, like, I like how on this arm you can see the brachialis come to life, but like, and it also, but I just need to work on thickening everything up. Just started, but I like being able to show the detail, but obviously need more size on everything.
You ever thought of competing, son?
Back in my day, tell you what, you guys today are a bunch of pussies. Concentration curls like Arnold. I like them as a variation. Big cable guy. Like I said, I love my cables, but I like doing this as a switch up, especially after doing some isolation work on the preacher bench. I like this, just using a dumbbell, being able to spin it out, stretch out the bicep. As you spin this, all I'm doing is stretching it out, allowing some more blood to flow. Get a good squeeze, and pay attention to where you're grabbing the dumbbell, okay? So we'll grab a light one real quick. Whenever you're doing any dumbbell exercise, any dumbbell exercise, where you place your hand within the dumbbell is going to play a role in how you feel it, okay? Whether it is on a bicep exercise where if I grab further back on these dumbbells and I go to do an exercise, how I'm bringing it up. Whenever I'm here, it's gonna feel different in my hand, on my bicep, on my forearm, everything, than if it's right here, okay? It is. All you have to do is sit here and go, oh man, I feel it pull different whenever it's coming down like this versus back here. This pull is different on your bicep. If you have a heavy dumbbell in your hand, you got like the 50s or the 60s here versus here. Because whenever you come up, it's gonna pull differently on your bicep and your forearm than if you start here, because it's not pulling the same all the way up, okay? So just be mindful of that whenever you're doing it. Is there a right way? Is there a wrong way? I don't fucking know. Maybe for you it might work better if your hands are back here. It's kind of hard to keep your grip here whenever you have the 60s in your hands, and by the 8th rep, you're just like struggling to hang on and fucking So just be mindful of that. Try it a few different ways. If I grab the dumbbell back here, pull, I can feel it on the outside of my bicep because the weight is distributed a little further forward, and I'm actually angling it that way so I can squeeze the shit out of it. Then if I grab back here, a little more forward on the dumbbell, whenever I come up, I can squeeze the shit of the inside of the bicep, okay? And then if you grab it, dead nut center, you're here, and you can kind of just, overall good squeeze on the bicep. Now, these are all the things that I pay attention to while I'm doing any fucking exercise, because you can get jack jammed and juicy using basic shit. You just have to be able to manipulate the exercise and see how it works best for your body. So as I'm doing it, you'll see me grab the dumbbell on the backside, squeeze the front. I'll do 5 this way, and then I'll do 5 this way. Or I'll do 5 with this hand and it pointed back, and then I'll grab it this way. I'll do 5 this way. Okay? Pay attention to how you do anything is how you do everything. So, and as you have something here that's a heavier dumbbell, you can feel it pull on the bicep. Then you get a little bit of the body English and squeeze. Not a lot where you're like, It's a concentration exercise where you're gonna squeeze the bicep. Half to a whole second at the top. Squeeze that. Hand placement, not just on these exercises, or on concentration curls, but alternating dumbbell curls, seated dumbbell curls, hammer curls. Whenever you're doing any type of pressing exercise, where you place your hand is going to play a role, because it's going to be, the weight's going to be distributed differently. Obviously, grabbing in the center is the most ideal position. However, whenever you go into manipulating an exercise and seeing how your body can feel and how you can get more out of it, that's my fun. That's like why this is my playground, because even though it says to do it this way, my anti-authority concepts in my head take over and be like, maybe you should try this, Seth. It might work, it might not work. The only way to find out is to do it. Arm day. That's it. The workout's in the bio, as always. And as always, there'll be some sick music. And if you didn't look in the bio, all the songs that are in this video, Aiden's gonna line up. I have no clue what's gonna be in here, but they're all down there.
And there's a fucking playlist link. Everyone asks, it's in the bio every time.
The bio's where it's all at. That's like the personality of the video. Like, you know how like, I can't say that, then I'll get offended. Everything's in the bio. The workouts, the discount codes, the music, the playlists, everything. It's all right there. So make sure you're in there. Get in there. Head first, full dick, balls deep. Do a good job. Stay tuned for all the cool shit we have coming. I'm super excited about it, as always. Do a good job. Slap her on the ass. Get ready for a sick AAR release and cinnamon apple pie. Farm Fit, Axe and Sledge. Get yours today. Code Aiden.